Microphone check. I got a Windows update. It's telling me to restart my computer. I really don't want to do that yet. I can't even upgrade to Windows 11. It says I don't fit the requirements. I know there's a way around it, but I kind of really just like Windows 10. You know what time it is? Sipping on that tea. This is some pumpkin spice tea. It's totally different. I got it from my mother. It's pretty good, I guess. It's been about maybe 2 weeks, and what have I been doing? I've been boxing every day, and in 4 more days, it's gonna be, like 3 more days, I'm gonna hit day 100 in my boxing game. And then I'll have every single achievement in the game too. And I probably think I'm the only person in the world to get this achievement, because I don't foresee people playing a boxing game as religiously as I've been playing it for the last 100 days. I have put more hours into this game than I have put Elden Ring. The Elden Ring. Yeah. So the final achievement is called King Fit Fighter. That's when you have 100% on everything. So I should have that in about maybe 3 days. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I've been eating right, and working, and taking care of my body. And I started off at 221 pounds, and now I'm all the way down to like 193. And I think I look pretty great. Yeah, I think I look pretty great. My face is slim, my waist is slim, I'm more muscular, more toned. Kind of beautiful, not gonna lie. No cap, no kizzy. No kizzy. Well, for the past for the last 2 weeks, what have I been doing other than I've been trying to understand the language of women, but I just kind of gave up. I don't care for it anymore. Because maybe, I feel like it's not real advice. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you're ever on YouTube and you just see this guy, and it's this guy because so many people do this, and they're trying to explain something to you, like, oh, here are the mind games that we play, and then it's like a whiteboard, a huge whiteboard with all this convoluted stuff that they're trying to explain. You should probably stay far away from people like that and channels like that ever, because I'm not stupid enough to be a sheep, right? Like, I don't just blindly believe what people tell me. I always second guess, and then I triple guess, and then I come up to my own conclusions naturally, right? And most of the stuff, but that's how they get you. Most of the stuff they say, they're like, oh yeah, this is true. This happened to me. Oh, then he must be telling the truth. But it's when, maybe about like 3 days in, I started to see behind the veil. And I feel like it's bullshit. It just doesn't make any sense, because this person has over 100 videos explaining the psychology of women, but it just doesn't sit right with me. In 100 videos, you have all this stuff on the whiteboard for something new for every single video. That doesn't make sense. I don't believe that women are out here playing. I don't believe like dating in general and like all this. Yeah, they play mind games or whatever, but I don't think it's to the extent as they make it. These channels and these people try to make it on YouTube. If they were truly playing that amount of mind games and all this 4D chess with people, bro, there would literally be no male chess champions ever in history, and they would all be women. And you mean to tell me that it only up to dating is when it makes no sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. You have to run away from those things, yo. Don't get trapped into those. Don't get, it's the red pill, really. You can't get trapped into those things, because it's what they do. And at the end of the video, they try to sell you a course or something and make sure you join this. It's full of shit. They're full of shit, all of them. And I just need you guys to realize that, And yeah, dating's going to shit because people don't know how to talk to anyone anymore. But it's really, COVID did it and the internet did it. We can't change it or fix it. We just have to keep going, and just find what works for you, But yeah, I started to see behind the veil after about 3 days in, The first time I was watching, I'd play the game and I'd put their videos on. I'm like, huh. But then on the second day, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. But but during the third day, I'm like, I just started getting pissed, Not really pissed, actual mad, but like, kind of like, started feeling physically sick, like my body is rejecting this, like this energy that because I can't put up a facade or something or learn all these tips and tricks to go get out and go dating, you know what I mean? Because you're not really being your authentic self, and trying to be someone else is just exhausting, And I know they say, oh, they don't want you out there. They want someone that's going to do. You shouldn't listen to that. Hey, and if no one rocks with you, then they just don't rock with you, okay? That's it. You can be your own favorite person or something, But what really got me, sorry, the tea that I made, it kind of has all these flakies in it, It has all these, maybe I didn't strain it properly, but it's good. It's fine. It's just tea. Some tea leaves. Anyways, what was I saying? What happened? I don't know. I don't know. The reason why I started going down that, I didn't even go down the rabbit hole. I was just looking down there as if the red pill was a well in the middle of the village, and I was looking down there to see how much water is in there. Like, what's going on in there? What are they doing? But I don't know. I feel like most people that blindly believe, are the people that get trapped in those little red pill things. And they're all bad, you know what I mean? All of them. They really are. But they can mask themselves as being entertaining or funny or this and that. But at the end of the day, they're all teaching you the same proverbs and all the same, you know what I mean? You can't coast through life like that, man. You can't. I started looking at it because, I don't know, all the women at work were ignoring me. They still are. I don't know what I did. I don't know. I have no idea. Zero fucking clue. But that's that, I guess, right? I went with my sister yesterday, to get a bowl. And my sister, she's like some big wig at Panda Express. She's been at Panda Express, working Panda Express, longer than let's see. Like, when I got out of high school and my first job was at the movie theater, she was there, and she's still there to this day. I'm 28, so yeah, she's a bigwig. And she came. We just went to go get some food, And she was like, weird, but they've been ignoring me. It's been like almost 3 weeks. I don't know what the fuck I did. But someone taught me a long time ago, if people don't like you, then they just don't like you. Don't ask why people don't like you. They just don't like you. And that stood with me forever. Because it's the truth, I can't waste time trying to overthink and come to my own conclusion in my head on what did I do, if I did something wrong or this and that, or why people have become incredibly distant lately. I don't have time. I don't, I already get schizo. I don't need another thing to think about, So that's that. But yeah, no, I went and I was like, hi, yeah, my sister liked the bowl you made. Nothing. Not even like, oh my God, they're so totally weird nowadays, man. Bunch of weirdos. And I'm not calling them weird. I'm just saying the situation is weird. I actually don't have a beef with anybody. I don't really hold resentments and stuff like that, I can't hold the resentment because, when you do that, you're the only person that feels that. I probably said that before. If you hate someone or dislike someone, or if you just have an envious spirit towards someone, you're the only one that feels that inside your soul, which makes you feel kind of icky and muddied down. The other person doesn't feel that, so it makes no sense to, even do that. But yeah, hopefully they all come around. They're probably in their own mood, But yeah, that's what happened. And so I started getting down the rabbit hole, and I was like, oh, why did the women act like that? But after the third day, I saw through the veil. It's bullshit. Don't ever, but I could never. It's impossible for me to watch a video and then you pull me in to me spending money on your course and this and that. It doesn't work on me at all. Never. I don't even know how they make so much money. I am not the type of person, and I have never been the type of person to like someone so much that I just start spending money on their like nudie pics and shit. But it's kind of crazy how you look at their top spenders and how much money they're making there, and it's like, wow, people are really this jaded and broken and alone that they have to do this, I just wish people were a lot smarter, or not even smarter, but if they love themselves more. If they love themselves more, then they probably wouldn't have to spend a whole bunch of money on like nudie sex pictures of random whores on the internet, That's kind of why I deleted my Instagram. Surprise. I had an Instagram. I could never really get attached to it, because I don't know. I don't know what it is about Instagram. It's just a dark place, And the explore page is always full of whores. And I'm so tired of whores, dude. You don't understand, dude. Like, you can only tolerate an internet whore so much. After a while, like, you just dismiss them entirely. But yeah, they're everywhere, so I deleted it. I could never make an Instagram and stay with it, you know what I mean? After a month, I always delete them. Because I wanted to update, I wanted to have the Instagram to update my fitness journey and all that, but, I just couldn't, And so now I just use Lemon8 and TikTok. Realistically, I would delete Lemon8 too, but, it has all my recipes, but I don't really scroll Lemon8. I have a Zhonghaoshu, the Chinese one, and I don't really use that much either. But I do scroll it a lot because there's a lot of interesting stuff and so much talent and cool stuff on Chinese TikTok. Like, they're on another level, dude. And that's where I seen so many beautiful Chinese ladies playing the bass, and it kind of inspired me to want to play the bass guitar, but I haven't got around to it. I gotta get a left-handed one because I'm a lefty. I've always been a lefty. And did you know that guitars are stringed instruments? To get the left-hand version of those instruments, it costs way more money than buying just your standard right-handed one. And at first, I used to think, man, like, that's really unfair, because the world's not really it's not really designed for a left-hand person. Think of the books that you had in school, the writing and stuff, and how we always got that smudge and all that. Everything's catered towards the right-hand person. But brings me back on the subject about guitars and stuff. It's not that they're swindling you out of your money. It's because the demand for a left-handed guitar or anything is so incredibly low that they have to go out of their way to get that done for you. You know what I mean? They have to go and buy all this. You know what I mean? You can't just buy a regular left-handed guitar as you can a right-handed guitar. They gotta go out of their way to make it. So, yeah. eBay. You can find them on eBay. Maybe I'll get one. I can learn how to play a guitar or something. Do something with my time. I need to go get my real ID from the DMV. Do you want to know how expired my ID is? Don't be mad. It's about maybe 4 years expired. but I never went to go renew it because no one told me to renew it. I was always cashing my checks, and everyday life I was like, yo, it's expired. Oh, it's fine, we'll take it. And so no one gave me that. No one was like, oh no, we can't do this until you get renewed ID. You know what I mean? So I was just coasting through life with an expired ID. But yeah, it expired like 4 years ago, and it's still the same one I'm using. So yeah, I also haven't found my taxes either in a long time, a very long time. But I'll get on it eventually. I always say that. Eventually, I'll get on it. Man, I'm kind of behind, huh? But at the same time, I'm pretty content, I don't want to... I'm making enough money to just pay the rent and still... What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it's not impossible, and you absolutely could, but you can go get your own, apartment or one bedroom. But because of the state of the economy right now, why would you? You should probably wait it out until that, until stuff starts to go down in price. And I really do believe it will, I think the economy is still trying to adjust from, COVID and then the Biden inflation, but it will go down, and then I will make my move. I'm not really too eager to go get my own one bedroom and be alone, because I'm already schizophrenic, and the people who live alone say they go like 4 weeks without even saying a word, and that sounds depressing. At least if I'm in my garage for the time being, I get to see my nephews every day. And, that's cool with me right now. I'm in no hurry. If something life-changing happens, like I have a kid, then I'll be compelled to, okay, let me go do all this shit right quick. But I really don't want to work 2 jobs right now because, I don't know. I just don't want to. I applaud you if you can, but not me. I like to just live within my means, and not go above and beyond. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm not really a huge money spender either, So I just make enough to pay rent and PG&E and the internet, and maybe have a couple spending money later, and it's all right with me, If something happens to where I gotta lock in, I'll lock in. But I'm just having a really good time just taking care of my body and all that stuff. I really need to get my sleeping schedule in order too. My sleeping schedule has been insane for the last... I can't even remember how bad. The last time I had a great sleeping schedule was when I worked at Food Co. and I had to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that gradually fixed my sleeping schedule. I was suddenly waking up at like 6 in the morning on off days, and I felt incredible. But now I go to bed at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up around 1 p.m. But that's because I get off work, and when I get off work, I still want to do stuff. I think everyone has that problem. But I will fix my sleeping schedule, and I gotta go get my real ID. Man, I've been slacking. But then again, I haven't been slacking. I'm putting in work. This is the most work I've been putting into myself for the last... I don't even know. I don't even remember the time I worked out this hard. I did go to the gym a bunch. Maybe like 2 years ago. No, was it? Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. I was going to the gym every single day. And this was before I was working at Chipotle, but I was going there to get water cups and stuff, and that's kind of how I got in. Yeah, I kept going in asking if I can get a water cup, and if I can get a water cup, and so they hired me. So yeah, and that's how I started working at Chipotle. But before that, I was going to the gym every single day, and I was like, on like day 180 something. I was trying to make it the whole entire year, but you probably shouldn't because your body the fatigue could get you. But man, that really was a lot, and I did get really, really buff. But now I'm just getting really lean. You know what I mean? I'm leaning myself down. I'm not really trying to put on extra muscle because I already get my protein intake from Chipotle. So everything's just mellowing itself out, you know? But yeah, I'll never succumb to a red pill lifestyle. You know, I still don't get women that much, but it's okay. Oh no, just gotta find someone that likes me more. You know what I mean? It's so weird. So weird. I don't know. It's too much. It's too much overthinking. I actually prefer to not think at all. You know. I'd like for stuff to just happen on their own instead of me trying to force what's there or could not be there. You know what I mean? Tune out all the noise and just focus on just getting a lot better at my stuff, you know. I've been kicking ass at the dishes. I think I mastered it already. Only tonight I was a little bit late. I don't know how I lost some time. It was busy. It was pretty busy. That's probably why. But yeah. Because I've gotten so fast at the dishes, I can do other stuff. But I got it down to a science. Down to a fucking science. If you want it to work like how I can do, take out all the trash and then go sweep out the inside and then go fill up all the ice and then go prep all of this, and you just have to really get fast at doing the dishes. The main dishes. You have to get so fast to where you can finish them, in all of them, in the store in under maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Because if you can't, then you're going to spend all your time doing the dishes and you can't break free to help people do other stuff. So I just developed a system to where I'm just gotten really good. And that's what I did. And so that's why it seems like I can get a large quantity of work done in so little time, because I just got really good at doing the thing that consumes the most amount of time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just got really good at that. It's pretty easy. It's kind of hard to teach it to other people too, because a lot of people just don't have your same work ethic. You know what I mean? But I kind of get, I hope they don't take it the wrong way, but I've kind of gotten like, you know, if someone's trying to like fill up the ice or something, I'm like, no. I get real snappy. Like, no, I'm doing it. I'm doing that right now. And it's not because, I don't know, man. It's kind of like when you go pet your kitten that's eating food and they start growling. And you're like, okay, man, I'll let you eat. That's kind of what it is, almost. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm doing that. And I didn't snap at that guy that works there. But I was like, when he was starting to prep, I was like, hey, I appreciate it, but I can handle this, okay? Even though I was doing something, because it's all a system, you know? And it's how I'm telling time. I'm telling how much time has passed with the amount of steaks I prepped and the amount of chicken I prepped. You probably won't get it, but I get it, and that's all that matters, you know? But, yeah. Not to be mean or rude or anything. I've just become a workaholic lately. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because since I'm improving all these aspects in my real life, I guess it's carrying through my work too. That I want to get my body better, but I also want to get better at my job too, you know. That's probably it. You know what I mean? I'm always looking for ways to shave down some time, you know, but I don't think I can get any faster. But I probably can. A very long time ago, I got a write-up from a manager. It was a bullshit write-up too, by the way. but it was because I didn't prep enough steaks. But I remember I was getting mad. I remember I said it was already like 9 o'clock. I couldn't be faster. I wouldn't have been faster. Boy, was that a lie. That person that back then to my that work ethic back then to my work ethic now is like miles. Like, I don't know. I'm so much better of a worker, and that write-up didn't do anything, but I just took the time to get better, And I guess back then I didn't think I can prep so fast. But I can, So that's interesting. I think it's because the brisket is gone. To be honest, because the brisket was the most time consuming, and we had it for a long time. So you had to learn to prep chicken and steak fast so you have enough time to prep brisket and get back on dishes. But now that the brisket is not there, it just opened up at least a 30-minute window of free time, So maybe that's why it seems faster. I don't know. What else is new? Nothing really. I haven't even been playing Marvel Rivals. The only game I've been playing is Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I'm planning on playing all of them. But I don't know, I've been sleeping a lot lately. And just boxing and stuff and taking care of me. Eating a lot of fruits and veggies. Looking well put together, So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to think of another topic to talk about. Since I'm off, I'll probably go get something to decorate my garage wall. Maybe get another Zelda picture or something that I can put on the wall. We're listening to Jesse's House from Final Fantasy VII Remake. I find it really, really nice and chill to listen to. Makes me feel like I've just got home from work, right? Just a dad getting home from work with my hands all cut up and destroyed. That's something you don't know, because I've been doing the dishes. My hands are all cut up. My fingers, they're kind of in there's tiny little slits everywhere, but you don't really notice it unless I'm doing the dishes and my hands are dry. That's when you notice I guess it's from pulling the dishes apart and the way I'm grabbing them. I have little cuts everywhere. I really want to fix this. They don't hurt. It only hurts when I do dishes, but not enough to be I can't do it because it's in pain. You know what I mean? It's just a stinging hurt. Maybe it's because we don't have the Hobart anymore. Because it's not working. To be honest, I've gotten used to not having the Hobart at all. And I don't know if they ever fix it. I don't even think I'll go back to the Hobart, because I forgot how fast it is. Isn't that something? I forgot how fast the Hobart pushes. I think it's 35, 45 seconds, but you only can put 6 of them in there. I don't know. But a new Hobart would be nice, It would be. I cleaned up poop the other day. Somebody pooped in the dumpster area, and so I had to fill a black trash can with a bunch of stuff, and just I gagged a bit, but nothing touched me, so that's all right. It's no different from before this I was working in the hospital during COVID and all that, so I guess that's not really anything new to me. But I was also in the kitchen too. I was working in the kitchen in the basement in the hospital, so yeah. I guess when I worked at Family Dollar, some guy pooped in the store too. That I had to clean up. That also happened at the movie theaters as well. Inside the bathroom. That I also had to clean up. I remember when I was working at the movie theater, they made me clean the girls' restroom. And it was disgusting, yo. The toilet was clogged with a whole bunch of like baby pampers and this and that. It almost looked like it was sabotage, like it was deliberate, but whatever. I cleaned it, went about my day. That did happen. The movie theaters was so fun. Except for that clean and poop part. I also had to kick somebody out the trash can area tonight. I really hate being mean to homeless people. I'm not as mean to homeless people when I'm off the clock, you know. When I'm off the clock and I'm walking home, I'm very, like, nice. Oh, you know, get home, alright, this and that. Or sometimes I buy stuff, or if I'm bringing food, I'll just give the food to them, you know. Very kind. But it's when they're disrupting my job while I'm on the clock, then I have a standard to uphold, you know. So I told the guy, I need you to get out now. The trash can. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, okay. And then there's another guy that comes in that I had to kick out a few times. But I'm pretty sure if he ran into me off of the clock, it would be almost like a normal interaction, you know. But I can't just have you lounging around here. You bring the property value down, you know. So that's a joke, by the way. But yeah, usually I'm very nice to homeless people, you know. This one time during, what was it? It was Thanksgiving. Was it last year? I think Thanksgiving last year, I ran into this homeless guy at Foodco. It was on Thanksgiving, yo. And he was homeless. And so I just went to Foodco and I just bought him a whole Thanksgiving spread, you know what I mean? But he didn't want it. He was asking me for drugs. And I was like, I don't have drugs. I can just give you this. And he was just like, oh, okay. And then I seen him the next day and he didn't remember who I was. So what was that about? This made me feel like I wasted my money. But not really. I mean, because at the end of the day, he ate. He just doesn't remember he ate because he was on drugs. Duh. And so I guess that's good enough for me. You know, because I eat a bunch of useless stuff all the time, you know. I've also been very broke before. I've never been homeless. But I've been broke. I've been almost. But, you know, so I know how I can't speak what it's like for a homeless person, but I know how it feels to be broke. You feel like the world's against you, like the world hates you or something because of you exist, you know. It's like when you don't have a job and you play the game. That feels like you're playing the game while you're on punishment, you know. The game doesn't hit the same. You can only feel comfortable playing the game if you're also making money and taking care of your stuff at home, you know. That's when it feels fun to play. But I don't know. I deleted Facebook too, but I think I've already talked about that. And I also deleted Twitter, but that was a very long time ago. So Instagram, just TikTok and Lemonade. That's it. And then I have this YouTube account where I just talk. But no one really ever listens to these things, but that's okay. I listen to them. And then I say to myself, oh, that was a really good episode, you know. Oh man, you know. You play that back. That was my favorite part. Oh, next time I'll talk about this. Here, I give my own self-constructive criticism. But, I don't know. Doing these is very therapeutic for me, actually. It feels like what's the word? Like I'm sorting out my brain, you know? Sorting out my brain. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Because usually it feels so cluttered, you know? or when I'm listening to music at work, it's like I become everything. And that can be so cluttering. So you always gotta wind down with a simple track, to really balance out that, those excitement levels. But I don't really expect for you to understand that. Well, I think that about calls it a little 35-minute yap sesh. Just me talking. It's 2:10, and I've already took a shower. But hey, my last podcast, I was talking about how I needed a heated blanket because the other one went bad. But now I finally got one, and it was like $60. We went to Walmart with my little sister, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they might be on sale maybe in the summer, or this and that." And I was like, I'm cold now. Why would I wait for just give me it. I'll give you the $60, And so I gave him the $60, and then that's it. But it's great. I think it's great. Now I'm trying to debate if I want to buy Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core or just order a mattress, a queen size mattress. I think I'm going to order that queen size mattress after this episode. It depends. Usually when I make a hefty purchase like that, I like to close my eyes before I check out. So it's kind of like it didn't actually happen until I get that notification from Amazon. Well, I guess that's about it. That's all I wanted to talk about. If you're driving and you're getting home, then get home safe. And if you're sleeping already, then have good dreams. And don't forget about the pillow trick. If your back hurts, then you should put a pillow under your kneecaps and sleep like that on your back, and you won't have any back pain in the morning. I do it every day. But you might get sleep paralysis, but I get that every other day too. So I'm kind of not used to it, but I'm used to it. You probably won't be though. But yeah. All right. Signing off. Good night.